Andarki namaskaram andi. Ellarku vanakkam. Good evening everyone. It's so easy to stand behind the mic on the sets, but it is like I feel like fish in water at that time now, when I'm feeling like fish out of water, standing in front of this esteemed audience to deliver a memorial lecture. So if you see me flipping on the ground, please bear with me. I was asked for almost 3 years to attend this event. I was really looking forward to, but something or other was engaging me and I couldn't, and I'm so happy and honored that I could make it this year. Myself, my family have a lot of regard to Maruti Garu. We made a film a long time back, about 20 years back, and Maruti Garu acted in it, and during that time we formed a bond, and I forgot many of things what happened then, but he remembers everything. He remembers each and every one of our family members, and anytime we meet, he very fondly inquires about them, and you can see a lot of concern about us. Thank you so much, sir, for having such love and affection towards me and my family. And when I was asked to deliver this lecture, I said, I'm not much of a speaker, I cannot give any lectures, and I was given a list of topics, and just the headings of the topics made me feel very, oh my God, I can't do this, I will not be able to do this. So I just thought I'll share my experiences, or not just my experience or my point of views, or what I think is helpful for debutant directors. Hope there are debutant directors around here who wants to make their first film, and my experience or what I have seen in my journey in films would help you a bit in achieving your dreams. So, if you are set out to make a film, there are 3 important people that you should really be concerned. The first person is the producer, who is investing his money in your dream. The second person or group of people are the audience, who are willing to pay their money to spend their time to watch your film. And third, but the most important person, is you yourself. You are equally important. You achieving your dream or doing what you are set to do is equally important. So let me tell about each thing in my perspective, in my point of view, the producer. Every year we produce hundreds of films. We have been doing that for past 8 years, 90 years, 100 years. And our success rate is only 10%. If we are releasing about 200 films a year in each regional language, we are having about less than 10%, I think. It's about 10 to 15 films make money for everyone who is involved. The success rate is so low. So when this producer is coming to invest his money in your dream, he has only that much of chance of making money. So how does he choose? How does he choose the debutant director? As I observed, each one has a theory of which film will work, what kind of film will work. All the producers, distributors, exhibitors, from light boys to everyone involved in the film, everyone has a theory of which film will work and which doesn't. But believe me, no one knows which film is going to work and which film doesn't. No one knows. We just have theories. The plain fact which I stated, only 10% of films work, is a testimonial to that. No one knows. But film is a complex medium where it's a combination of art and economics. business and art. So when the producer is looking forward to make his movie, he doesn't look at your story. Believe me, he doesn't look at what story you're going to make. He doesn't look at what is the cast, what is the crew. Of course, he looks at all of those things, but what he's actually looking at is the confidence in you to make that film, or confidence in you to make that film a hit film. So what he really is looking forward is for a person who can guarantee him or who can assure him that we are making a great product and that product is going to get you money. So what you need to show your producer is not the story, of course, all those things are important. What you need to show your producer, if you're looking for a producer, is that you are confident about making that movie and you are confident about making a buck for your producer. When I realized that is a small funny story, my first time direction is not a film, an ad film. I made a small ad film for government of Andhra Pradesh. Raghavendra Garu, my mentor, was an advisor to the electronic media of government of Andhra Pradesh, and he was inviting filmmakers from all over the place to give him ideas on social awareness. So I went there. I was very confident as a storyteller. I tell that many times. I don't know whether I'm a good filmmaker or not, but I'm a very good storyteller. So I went and narrated him the ideas. He liked a couple of them and he said, you can make them. So under Raghavendra Garu, there is another producer called Mukherjee Garu who used to oversee all that, and Mukherjee Garu said, who is going to direct this? Raghavendra Garu said, Rajamouli is confident he can direct, he will direct. I felt very happy. Okay, Raghavendra had this confidence in me. So we set up everything. It's a small ad film. But the first time I stepped on the set, there was a generator, there was lights, there were cameramen. We knew everything what to do. I knew what are the shots to do, but I was literally shivering. My legs were shivering, and the moment the generator started making that sound, I was feeling like, oh my God, I wish I was not going to do this. Everything went blank for me. And on top of that, I saw Mukherjee Garu coming on the scooter to check how I am going to how I am going to manage this thing. And I thought, this is the moment. If he sees me in this condition, my career is over. Somehow I had that flash in my mind, and suddenly I stepped on a small stone on the location, and I started yelling. I don't remember what I yelled. There was nothing coherent about what I was yelling. I was yelling for the cameraman, I was yelling for the light boy, I was yelling for the artist and to set up something. I was just, only thing I was doing is there yelling and looking confident about what I'm trying to do. In fact, I was literally shivering in my heart, and Mukherjee Garu came there. If he had listened, he could have understood what I was doing there was blabbering. But what he saw, that a confident person in charge of this thing, he didn't even check what I was directing. He said, "Very good, Rajamouli, keep it up," and he went there. So from my experience, what I understood is the producer needs confidence from you, because he's putting his hard-earned money. He's getting that money for interest from somewhere, or he's selling some lands or something, or he's putting his hard-earned money on you. So he needs that confidence from you. Not my kind of confidence, but what he needs is confidence. You have to deliver the confidence along with your good story, along with your good characters, along with your production values, whatever. Confidence is one of the most important things. Second thing is the audience. See, forget your filmmakers, forget you're from the film field. Just imagine you're a normal person after college or a housewife, whatever. You want to be entertained. You want to spend next 3 hours of your life just being entertained. Look at the kind of choice you have. There are about 20 films in the theaters which you can go to, hundreds of films on the TV channels, thousands of films on your personal device, or you can spend your time in any which way. So why should that audience come to your film and spend their 3 hours or $150 of their money on your film? Why should they do it? They should have some kind of incentive to come to the theater, right? In amidst that thousands of hours of programming that they can choose from, why should they choose your program of 3 hours? There should be something important in it. So in this aspect, I want to tell two things, is that when you are making the story, I'm jumping between the two important people, the audience and yourself. At least what I do is, of course I try to understand what the audiences want. I try to imagine that each and every, not each and everything, that the storyline as it develops, will it appeal to the people or not? I have that in my mind. But that is very small part that occupies my mind. When the story is forming, when the characters are coming up, I think only about myself. I think only about whether I am liking to do that film or not, whether I feel comfortable spending the next 1 year or 2 years of my life with that storyline, with those characters. Am I feeling happy getting those characters onto the life? I think only about myself. I'm completely selfish in that aspect. I don't care about what the audiences are going to like it or not. I mean, that occupies a very small part of my mind. I only think about myself because I am very important for myself to get that. So first, if I don't like the story, if I'm not feeling confident about my own story, how can I present it to thousands and lakhs of crores of people saying that you come and watch my film? I'm telling you this in perspective of so many people will come and tell you, if you are the first-time directors, that you have to have a song, you have to have a fight, you have to have a comedy sequence, or you shouldn't have that, you shouldn't do that, you should do this, because people will not like it, because people will like it, because that film didn't do well, because that film did well. Let me tell you, all those are theories. All those things are not going to work, or they might work, they might not work, but you will never know. The only thing that you can do is that you feel good about your film, making it. And once it is ready, then you think about how to get audiences to the theater to watch your film. That is the time when you should really think about the audiences, not while when you are making the film. At least that's what I do. And how do you get the audiences to the theater? In this aspect, I want to, what I heard is that all of you are good friends of Madhuragar family and you're fans of this event, and obviously you know each and everything about the family. But I'll tell you the only thing I know about Srinivas garu. I was in Chennai at the time, just getting into working as an assistant director. And at the time, all the film ads used to come in the last page of the newspapers. No, they used to quarter page ads or 1 page, half page ads, sometimes full page ads, but all the films, ads of the films used to come on the last page. And suddenly one day I saw an ad of a film on the front page of the paper. And it is not occupying the quarter page of the half page. It's occupying just the bottom strip of the page. And the name of the film is called Prem Pustakam. And what it was written was, I can't exactly remember, or I can't exactly translate it into English. Basically it said is, welcome to the first page of the Book of Love. You call Prampus can translate my Book of Love, or it's not a good translation, but thank you for reading the first page of Book of Love. Now look at how many things he has changed. First of all, he came from the back page to the front page because your advertisement can be lost in number of films. He came out of it and came to the front page, grabbing the eyeballs. Then he reduced the space from a quarter page or a half page to a small box. So he made a good economic decision of reducing the money, but he compensated coming to the front page, but grabbing many more eyeballs, because the whole idea of putting an advertisement is to catch the eyeballs. And everyone is doing what every other producer would do, but this person suddenly jumped out of the box, came to the front page, and put it on a, even though it's in a lesser space, he put out his advertisement where everyone saw it. And what I remember is, everyone from my family started talking about it. Every day we get the newspaper, we see so many films on that. No one ever talks about it. Maybe it makes an impression, it doesn't, I don't know, no one talks about it. But the moment you changed the whole perspective from the back page to the front page, even though it is a lesser space, everyone from my film started talking about it. And the second day, it was like, welcome to the second page of the Book of Love. And I started wondering, like, how many days can he go on? And he started shooting. It's not that he just started shooting on that. So how many days can he do that? Even for big films, they advertise like 3 or 4 times before the release. This guy started advertising from the first day of his film. So how many days he's going to do it? On the third day, again, I can't remember the exact words he did. It was like cessation. Cessation is like to be continued. So we will continue towards the end of the film. I mean, by the time of the release, we are going to continue this advertisement page. I thought, well, that was a brilliant move to catch the eyeballs of the audiences. I don't know anything else about Srinivas Garu, but that made a really, really big impact on me. Many people might not, some people might not agree that whether I'm a good filmmaker or not, but everyone agrees that I'm a very good presenter of my films. I'm a very good, advertise my films very well. But these kind of incidents are the things which inspired me to make sure that to do something, I have to do something, not only make a film which is close to my heart or which is a good film, I have to make sure to get the audiences to the theater to tell whether the film is good or not. Otherwise, there is how can my producer make money? So these are the kind of incidents that inspired me to be what I am today. So that concludes my lecture. I'm really happy being here. I hope if there are debutant filmmakers here, they take something out of what I spoke now. And Konkana, hearty congratulations for winning this award. I'm very happy to be being the one to be presenting the award to you. Thank you, sir, Martika Garu, and the whole Gollapudi Foundation for having me here. I hope to attend this event in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Of your films. I now request my uncle, Mr. Ramakrishna, to felicitate Shri SS.Rajamouli Garu. There is a check for rupees 50,000.
To be with me and just taking a little bit of your time. I'll try to use this money in a proper way. Obviously, I'm not going to use it for my personal use, but I'll try to see. I can't think of what to do it with now, but I'll definitely try to see how best I can use it for the people to show the love and affection that you have given me, sir. I'll try to do that, but that I'm going to keep for myself.